I'm just okay. Wait. Before we start recording,
Oh,
I just want to tell you how we got.
okay.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Conversations with Freedom. This is the show which is designed to educate, inspire, and entertain. My whole aim for the show is to host different people from all walks of life to help to inspire the nation. Today, I have a special guest, Imani Michelle. She's so amazing. You should just go check her social media and look. She's so amazing, doing amazing work. She's an actor, she's a director, she's a podcaster. She's also the founder of a company called IAM Studios. So, Michelle, Imani, welcome to the program. I'm so excited to have you on the show.
Yes, thank you for having me. I'm very excited.
Thank you so much. So for people who don't know who Imani is, please give us your background and what you do.
Yeah, so I'm a filmmaker. Thank you too for the great intro. But yeah, I'm a filmmaker and actor based in Sacramento. So I was born and raised here, and I'm into sort of all things film. So mostly, primarily writing and directing. I produced my feature film Whirlpool. We released it this year, January 2021. And I'm working on a short film right now. But yeah, really with my film company and sort of with my filmmaking career, I'm just trying to create roles and productions that feature actors of color, Black actors, and just tell different stories and different perspectives from our experience. And so, yeah, that's essentially that's what I've been up to.
Wow, you're doing amazing work. So tell me more about your work, about the IAM Studios. How did the idea came about, and what's the dream for it?
Yeah, so with IAM Studios, I think I started it off when I made my first film, and I just felt like, well, why not? Why not build a business or a company, a film company? And I think it's also just kind of helped to legitimize myself and made myself seem more, like I was doing something rather than just having a script. And really the purpose with IAM Studios is also to not just kind of house my work, but any other work that I might want to produce potentially that's someone else's, or if there's any other people who are looking for funding or resources or whatnot. So the goal with IAM Studios is, ideally I'd love to have a storefront at some point, and have a collective where we have all different types of resources for the arts, whether that's theater or film or podcasting or what have you. I have found in my experience with filmmaking that it can be very isolated, and it can be hard to tap into different networks and sort of know where to start. And so, that's a long-term goal, but long-term goal is to kind of create sort of a collective or a hub, if you will, for filmmaking.
Okay, that's great. And one thing I forgot to mention, ladies and gentlemen, she's a mother. So Michelle, tell me something. Is there such thing which is called life and work balance? Because you're doing so much. You are a director, you are an actor, you are also a mother. So how do you juggle all the things that you do?
Gosh, you know what? It's one of those things that you try to juggle it as best as you can, but there will always be places where you have to make a sacrifice or an adjustment. And sometimes that looks like, I can't do this one gig, or I can't work on this script because my daughter's here. Or on the flip side of that, sometimes that looks like, there's been times that I'll play with her for a little while, and then I'm like, all right, I gotta go edit this script. And she's like, but I want you to play with me.
Mommy got to work.
I know. And so I think it's kind of, you're always trying to juggle, and you have to just make decisions on where you're willing to sacrifice the time or reallocate the time. But yeah, I think for me though, it's just kind of, I am the only person who's really responsible for sort of making what I want to happen. And so there's been times that I've definitely felt like, man, this is really hard, or I have too much going on. And, that can really be such a dream killer. It's kind of like we all go through things, but you
Yeah.
have to still find the way to like get through it to get to, finish what you want to finish.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. So what kind of advice would you like to offer someone who wanna pursue a career similar to yours? Who wanna do all the things that you're doing? Because you're really, really doing a lot, and I'm so inspired by you.
Ooh, I would say take yourself, if you feel like you have something good, or if you feel like this is a career that you want to pursue, take
Yeah.
yourself seriously and take the time and basically, I think when you're starting off with filmmaking, you may not have, even a finished script, or you may not even have a website, or you may not have, a network or things like that. But if you believe in what you're doing, and if you're very professional about it, and you're very clear on the vision, you'd be surprised
Yeah.
what people are like, whoa, I'm with that. I want to help you. I'm into that. But what I will
Wow.
find is there will be some folks who will, they'll have an idea of kind of what they want to do, but it sort of just sounds like a bunch of ideas and there's nothing really well thought out. And so then it's
Yeah.
harder to get more, responses from people. And so I think, yeah, like I said, I think just being very clear about what it is you want to do and taking yourself seriously and just being your own cheerleader, and just keep going,
Great. That's great. So, what are some of the challenges that you've encountered along the way? Because in any journey, there are some challenges. So, what are some of the challenges, and what are some of the lessons that you would like to share with us?
I think, well, it's hard to make a movie. That's a huge challenge.
Very
It's
true.
hard.
Very true.
Gosh, it's hard to make a movie. Yeah, I think my first film I ever did was, it was a full-length feature film. So it was like an hour and 30 minutes. And
Yeah.
shooting and casting and then editing it. And it was a grueling process, but
Yeah.
I'll say that it was such a crash course into filmmaking, because I had to do so many things that now I feel like
Yeah.
I'm that much more knowledgeable, right? Than if I wouldn't have done those things. And so sometimes you just have to stumble and fail, or you have to go through
Yeah.
the hardships to learn the
Yeah.
lessons.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say that that's been sort of like a challenging thing. But then again, on the flip side, it's so rewarding to like make a thing and be like, that's mine. Like I did that.
Wow.
Like
Yeah.
this is my
Yeah.
thing.
There's
So
pride in ownership. There's pride in ownership.
and no one can take that from you, when
Very
you're making.
true. Very
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Where do you like to see yourself in the next 5 or 10 years? What's the dream for Michelle?
Oh my gosh. 5 or 10 years, I want to be in a beautiful beachfront house. I want my house to be looking at the ocean. Maybe in South Africa somewhere. Maybe I'll be in South Africa. And yeah, that honestly, that's where I want to be. So whatever I need to do to afford a house like that is what I'm trying to do. So yeah, no, but I mean, realistically, I would love for my filmmaking to be my primary income. Like that's what pays
Wow.
the bills, because I still have a full-time job that's like not at
Yeah.
all art related. And so
Yeah.
there's bills, but I think ideally I'd want to get to a place where it's like, wow, I write and I get paid for that. I direct, I get paid for that. And that is what funds my life and, my child's life. And so.
Okay, that's great. Now, talk to us about the projects that you're working on and the project that you've worked on that you would like us to know.
Yeah, so I have a short film called I Remember Yesterday that's coming out. And yeah, that should be, I'm hoping to have it out by the end of the year. And I want to have
Okay.
an in-person. So there will be a screening of it like in Sacramento. And then
Okay.
I'll probably look into doing like a virtual screening of it. But yeah, I'm excited. It's a short film. It's about 20 minutes. And yeah, I'm really interested to see how people will respond to it. It's sort of a drama, kind of a family drama. And yeah, that's what's coming up.
Okay, that's great. So for people who are not in your community, how can they see some of the project or know more about you?
Yeah, so I mean, on my website, which is just imanimitchell.com, I try to keep that up to date. My Instagram as
Yeah.
well. And yeah, essentially that my feature film Whirlpool, I want to have it on Amazon Prime as well by like January 2022. So that
Okay.
will be available for folks if as long as they have Prime, they should be able to watch it.
That's great. You're really doing amazing.
Oh, thank you.
No, I'm really inspired by your work. And I was telling my friends about you. Then I was like, check it out. She's doing so amazing. And I'm really would like to have on the show. So what kind of impact do you want to have in the world?
Ooh, oh my gosh. I mean, I think that I want to be, I mean, there's more that are coming to the forefront, but I think there still is a lack of Black female filmmakers. And it's not because there aren't any that exist. I think just, again, it's the film industry is hard to get into, and for anybody really, but I think for me, I mean, when I was a kid, I don't think I ever would have thought there'd be an Ava DuVernay at some point. You know, it just was kind of like a Black woman directing something. Like even as a kid, I think my mind always went to like Steven Spielberg. Like that's something white men do. You know, like that movie's on something like a white man does at some point. You know,
very true.
And so yeah, I think for me, I just want to be, you know, another one of those folks who's you know, breaking into the scene, and hopefully can serve as some sort of inspiration for people, but you know, even if not, yeah, I think that's definitely though where I want to be. And again, telling the stories also that I want to tell that have Black people in them is important for me too. So that's yeah.
That's great. That's amazing. So, is there any question that I didn't ask that you would like? Is there anything that I didn't ask that you would like us to know?
No, I don't think so. I hope I didn't ramble and talk too much.
No, you did amazing. You did amazing. So, any last word that you would like to leave with us?
No, just thank you so much. It's always a great opportunity to connect with someone like yourself, and you know, and just spread positivity. And I just think you're doing amazing work. And thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, Michelle. And I would like us to stay in touch. Hopefully, we'll do this like another time. And yeah, I would like you to have you again in the show. So thank you so much, Michelle, for the opportunity and for doing this.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Here, okay, I'm gonna stop the recording.